Friends, today I am going to explain a sacrificial psychological horror German movie named Nix. It means nothing. I hope you will like the concept of this. Must watch this video till the end because there is a lot of theory in the end. At the beginning of the movie, we see siblings named Tessa and Jack playing. Then his mom Donna comes and tells him to get ready for the trip. After which both start packing their favorite things for the trip. Now Tessa goes inside the basement where she is followed by Ghost while picking up a baseball bat. Terrified of seeing him, Tessa starts running away screaming. Now we come to know that it is not a ghost but Tessa's brother Lucas who was scaring her. Everyone goes on a trip and Jack was shooting everyone's video. Everyone starts enjoying the trip, but while playing, a fight breaks out between Tessa and Lucas. Because of this, Lucas throws the ball into the nearby lake and tells Tessa to bring the ball. Now their dad calls them for lunch and everyone goes to eat. At that time the weather had also started changing a bit. Jack senses someone in the woods, after which he tells this his dad. Richard goes there and sees that a man had lost his way there. Now everyone was sitting to eat and only then did they realize that Tessa is missing. Then everyone starts searching for her. Then we see Tessa who has gone to get the ball. There she sees a woman who says that she should leave from here. Tessa says that she will not go without the ball and goes under the water to get the ball. That woman forbids her to take the ball but Tessa goes inside that lake. Suddenly a creepy spirit emerges from behind Tessa and drags her into the water. Seeing all this, Richard is unable to do anything. Richard starts crying for Tessa there, then Donna comes there. She sees that the same spirit was coming out from behind her husband and coming close to him. After this, the scene gets cut right here. 15 years later. Lucas, whose mental condition is not that good, and he used to hear Tessa's voice many times. Maybe he feels guilty that Tessa died because of him. Now 15 years ago, both Tessa nor Richard were not found in that accident, which had a big impact on Donna. And for this reason, it seemed to her that Tessa is still alive. That's why she always kept Tessa's room clean and tidy. Lucas's brother Jack is talking to his friend Liz. It is revealed that Jack is unmarried but Lucas was married. Lucas's married life was not going well. Now Jack goes to pick up his niece Zoe who used to live with her mom Steffi. Steffi was a smoking and drug addict, and she also had a boyfriend. Steffi was using Lucas only for money, basically in the name of child support. Another interesting thing was that he didn't like his own daughter Zoe at all. In fact, she didn't even like Lucas. Actually here Jack also used to give money to Steffi so that she could take care of Zoe. But she used to demand money from Jack without any reason and Jack had to give it too. But ultimately she did not use that money on her daughter but used it to have fun and do drugs. Jack brings Zoe home because today is Tessa's birthday. And his mother Donna used to celebrate Tessa's birthday every year because she felt guilty about her death. She also believed that Tessa was still alive. Jack, Lucas, and Liz are also present at this birthday party. Now as soon as the party starts here, Donna starts singing the birthday song while clapping for Tessa. But then Lucas gets angry because he didn't like that her birthday was being celebrated even when Tessa was not there. He throws away the cake which leads to a fight between Lucas and his mother. Donna angrily tells Lucas to leave her house. Lucas goes to another room where Zoe asks why he keeps fighting with Grandma. Lucas explains that Tessa is not alive. But your grandma thinks that Tessa is still among us, which is her misunderstanding. Lucas later gives one of Tessa's hair clips to Zoe. Now Lucas starts having nightmares where he sees Tessa again and again. And these nightmares are as if she was reminding Lucas that Tessa died because of him. But he was not accepting this thing. Along with this, he also sees his own body once from the nightmare. And in the end, he sees a spirit that Lucas tries to shoot with a gun. But then the scene cuts and Jack hears gunshots from above. Now when he goes to the lavatory to check, his brother was dead. And only then Jack can see Nix written there. Nix means nothing here. Now Lucas's funeral is shown, where Zoe goes to see her dad. And there she sees the same spirit because of which she starts shouting in panic. But the next moment she sees, Lucas's body was there. Steffi was also there with her boyfriend and she tells Jack to keep Zoe with him as well. After this, she starts demanding money from him. But this time Jack refuses because when his brother died then why does he care about her? On not getting the money, Steffi angrily leaves with her boyfriend. Now we come to know that Donna has been prescribed a lot of medicines by the doctor. But still, it does not cross her mind that her husband and Tessa are no more in this world. Now the next day everyone comes to shed Lucas's ashes at the same place where he went on a trip as a child. But the strange thing is that as soon as they go near the water to shed the ashes, only then Jack sees that Lucas's ashes were missing and he is surprised to know all this. After which all together go near the car and start searching for it. Meanwhile, Donna and Zoe were sitting together. Zoe asks why they've given up on finding Tessa if they believe she's still alive. Donna then asks if she will help her find Tessa, to which Zoe agrees. Jack and Liz are both searching for the ashes. And on the other hand, Donna and Zoe go searching for Tessa inside the woods. Now calling Tessa's name everywhere, they comes deep inside the forest. Meanwhile, Donna suddenly develops stomach pain and collapses. Zoe tries to help Grandma. Then in the background, we see the same lady who told Tessa to stay away from the lake at the beginning of the movie. Jack leaves Liz at the car and goes to find his mom and Zoe, where he finds his mother unconscious in the woods and starts calling an ambulance. Then he starts looking for Zoe, but she was in the same lady's house. Jack reaches that house searching for Zoe, then starts taking Zoe with him, where he also sees the baseball bat of his childhood. The lady says you can take it. Jack warns the lady to stay away from his family. Meantime, Liz, who was in the car and Spirit comes to haunt her there. But when Jack is bringing Zoe back, the Spirit starts haunting him too. In one moment that soul was visible and in the next moment it was also disappearing. But when it comes to kill Jack, Liz shoots the gun from behind. After which, that Spirit disappears from there. Now it was confirmed that the Spirit is real because it was very weird for Liz to see her. Jack gets his mother admitted to the hospital. Then he comes home and starts checking some of Lucas' files, where he gets some random drawing made by him. After putting those drawings together, Jack sees a drawing of the same Spirit he had encountered in the woods some time ago. Now Jack was very sad about his brother's death, and it was also suspected that he could not commit suicide. But after seeing the photo of that Spirit, he gets confirmation that Lucas did not kill himself. Meanwhile, Zoe finds her mom Steffi in her room asking for help. Steffi asks her to tighten the cloth tied to her hand, after which the same Spirit appears from behind. Then it goes out of the window holding her mother. Seeing this, Zoe starts shouting loudly. Jack comes running upstairs. Zoe tells him everything that her mom came, but the Spirit has taken her away. Jack asks where did that Spirit go? Zoe points to the window, but Jack finds nothing there. When Jack goes down and checks, an injection is found there, which was a drug injection, and Steffi used to use it probably. So now he had faith in Zoe's words. Then he tells Zoe that the next day he will go to find her mom. She was very scared of all this, so Jack stays in the same room that night to take care of her. The next day he visits Steffi's house where he finds her dead. And the way Steffi's feet were, it is sure that the same Spirit has killed her. Jack tells this news to Liz, but he does not tell Zoe because it could have a bad effect on her, because now her parents were dead. He shows Liz some drawings related to his brother, and says that Nix is written on all of them, which can be the name of that Spirit. Liz says but Nix means nothing in German, and the next moment Jack looks at those drawings, they become blank paper again. Yes, that means there was nothing there. Jack goes home but doesn't tell Zoe about her mother's death and asks Zoe to stay with him for a few more days. This makes Zoe even happier because here she used to see Jack as a father figure. Now Jack decides to sleep in Zoe's room tonight too. While talking, Zoe tells about the Spirit Nix, which makes Jack wonder how he came to know about Nix. Zoe tells that her dad told her. I think these things were going on in Zoe's mind because her father told her about all these things. The way you give input in the child's mind, the same output starts appearing. And it is also said that it starts in childhood, and 99% of the neurons can be activated. So maybe these things would have been triggered here. Along with this, she also says that the Spirit will come back, but Jack says that it will not happen. Zoe asks if this Spirit could not be coming from the basement. So Jack refuses Zoe, but his suspicion goes towards the basement. On the other hand, Liz is haunted by the same Spirit for some time, but then things become normal. Jack goes to the basement and starts breaking the cement box on which the palm of those three siblings is printed. Jack breaks the box and takes out his personal box from it, inside which there were many things from the childhood of all three of them. And there was also the same videotape that Jack had recorded in his childhood. Jack takes that videotape to Liz and both of them start watching that video together. But in the middle of the video, Jack starts having strange visions. That videotape becomes static after playing for a while. Now Jack himself decides to go to that place and know everything again. Now Liz stops Jack from this thing, but still, Jack comes there not listening to her. After reaching there, Jack starts shooting the video, inside which he sees the things of the past being recorded. And this is a great trick to show the movement of the past here. Now he sees the time of his childhood there. That is, he went back in time. But was it real, or is it just a One Direction art to show the past? Whatever Jack was recording, all the things of his childhood were being recorded. As I told you that here all the things of the past are being shown. At the same time, Jack's father comes towards the bushes where he sees Elder Jack. Yes, that means at the start of the movie, young Jack saw a man in the bushes. He was none other than an old version of Jack himself, which in my opinion is not like that in real. Jack is himself a mental patient here, or there is such a trauma inside him due to which he was looking like this. He is thinking that he has seen the older version of himself there. After this, Jack gets many visions which are quite horrible. But in the end, Jack sees that it was his mom who killed his dad that day. That too with the same baseball bat which he had seen in the house of that unknown lady. Jack now comes home and goes straight inside the basement, and opens the door from which water was dripping continuously. Jack goes inside the room where he finds a small doll, and a well-maintained bed was also there. Then her mother Duna comes into that room, and while listening to music, she starts taking Tessa's name. Actually, Duna was behaving as if Tessa is there, and that doll is Tessa. Now at that time, we see the same spirit behind Jack, which slowly starts moving away from Jack. Jack asks his mom why did she do this to his dad. Duna tells that she was ill for a long time and this spirit kept her alive during her illness. That is, here she sacrificed her husband and her daughter. And maybe here she was not able to cope up with the same guilt. She says that a lot of sacrifices have been done, but one last sacrifice is left for which that spirit will kill Zoe. This means that now the spirit's eyes were on Zoe. Then Jack looks towards the stairs and sees that spirit going towards Zoe's room. That is, till now our talk about mental illness was 100% almost confirmed. But now here both these things have become 50-50. There is a spirit here, there is also sacrifice, but there is also a part of mental illness. So here Duna had sacrificed her daughter and her husband to keep herself well. Talk about that lady who she could be. So maybe something like this must have happened to her too. And she too must have made some deal with the spirit, but she knew that its cost was huge. And that's why she was there to stop Tessa from going inside the lake. I think that the lake is a part of some other dimension. Jack runs to Zoe's room where the spirit injures him. But then Duna comes there, whom the spirit starts killing. Jack feels that his mother has done all this on purpose. Now Jack sees his mom in pain, where he comes to believe that all this was his mother's compulsion to cure his illness. But still, here you cannot sacrifice your children and your husband. You might have noticed one thing when Zoe and Duna were inside the jungle. So Duna had a stomach ache, so here she must have some other disease related to her stomach. But now Duna wanted to fix these things. So she asks Jack to take her back to the place where it all started. Jack did not want to do this, but Duna says that it is too late now. After this, Jack takes his mom to that place, and where he also sees his sister Tessa. After this, his mother goes inside the same lake. As I said, this is definitely some other dimension. Jack starts crying seeing all this. Next day, when Zoe and Liz are sitting together in the restaurant, then Jack comes there and says thank you to Liz because last night Liz chased Zoe out of her room and took her home. Because of this, Zoe was alive today. Now all three, Jack, Liz, and Zoe, were going to live together. And he will always be sad for his loved ones. With this movie ends here. So, friends, this was the story of Nix's movie where mental trauma, sacrifice, and spirit have been mixed. Overall, the movie could have been improved. I mean, the concept had a lot of potentials. But it is said that when the direction of things is not good, then things become strange in this way. I mean, it is obvious that if any normal person sees it for the first time, he will not be able to understand it. I hope you have understood Nix's movie very well now. If you like the video, then please subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'll see you all in the next video.